Walmart has announced that they will be starting a grocery delivery pilot this spring using smart coolers in and around the Bentonville area. They partnered with HomeValet, which is the maker of these smart coolers, which are compartmentalized and can run 3 separate temperature settings and will allow Walmart in the future to do 24/7 grocery delivery. In the words of Alexis Rose, I love this move for Walmart. And if there's anything better than Mark Laurie hand delivering my groceries inside my house and unlocking my doors
Guess
in
that's
Sam
dead.
Walton's old truck, it would be this cooler. Have you guys seen this thing? Did you guys look at the video? Because I did, and I was a little bit skeptical at first, but after seeing the video, I'm like, dang, this thing is cool.
Is it
And
pretty
you can,
slick?
yeah, it can have like the compartments. So think of it as like a giant Yeti cooler, and it can be
Sweet.
designed and customized like they show in the photo to like match the exterior of your modern farmhouse home. It's very Chip and Joe of well, I guess that's Target, not Walmart. But anyway, you can take this cooler, the delivery people like can show up, they open it with a smartphone. You can open it with your smartphone application. You can set the heating and cooling settings, and it
Ooh,
can break it up into 3 compartments. So this is
ooh.
some real Jetson stuff we're talking about right now. One of the compartments can heat to 74 degrees, so it can start to preheat meals. So if you have meals dropped off, you can turn that compartment on and it can heat and still keep the two other things cold, like a freezer section and a fridge section, while one is heating.
It's like a McDLT on your porch.
I
That's
mean, it is
fantastic.
crazy.
I
It
love
is
it. Is that what that was
crazy.
called? I think. Did you just drop Schitt's Creek, by the way? Did you just drop a
I
Schitt's Creek
totally did,
reference? Wow, that's
obviously.
impressive. So you're loving this. You watched. You were like, maybe, and then you watched the video and you're like, this is awesome. Like I got to get one of these for Shay Omni Talk.
Yeah, right. Not probably not going to happen soon. We still don't know how much these are and how much Walmart will be helping contribute to the cost of these for
Ooh,
customers.
I have some ideas
But
about that though. Yeah, go
for
for it.
sure. But I think that I always get criticized for being down on things, which I definitely was when I first read this. And listener Brian Granquist and I were texting back and forth about our skepticism of the original idea. But I think that when you start to look at Walmart Plus offering free grocery delivery, my biggest thing was like, it doesn't seem very big. So, like, what's going to happen if you can't do a whole grocery trip for the week and deliver it here? But if
Sure.
Walmart's giving you free grocery delivery with Prime, like, you could order every single day and just have your food arrive every
Right.
single day if you wanted to.
And
So,
Walmart can deliver it when they want to and not
right.
when you ask for it, which is a big difference. Emma, what about you? Are you
I
thinking the
look, yeah,
cooler's cool? Does the
I
cool
think
stay
it's
cool and
definitely
the
cool.
hot stay hot with you? What's going on? Yeah?
I think it's definitely cool. I mean, I'll probably be living in an apartment for the foreseeable future. So like this isn't something I can utilize. And like I think lots of urban people who live in apartments can't utilize something like this. But like if this were at my
It's
parents'
not
house,
yet.
that'd be awesome. Yeah.
So yeah, you're liking this. Okay. I love this too. Oh my God, we're unanimously in love with Walmart's cooler idea. Yeah. Well, and in fairness, we've talked. I think we've talked and written about this idea before, and I think there was they're using a different company DinoSafe that we talked about in the past that was doing something similar to this. I think it's an awesome idea. Look at the benefits, right? Like you get to from a Walmart perspective, you can save on your delivery costs because you can kind of batch your orders in a certain way and deliver them at a certain time, non-rush hour times. You don't have to think about that. You can also, the products can stay hopefully in temp by way of these coolers for a longer period of time too. That stuff matters. So you've got less spoilers, less issues there. And from a consumer perspective, it's great because you don't necessarily have to think about when you have to be home. You don't have to worry about all those same considerations. I love it. And the other part about this that you guys didn't bring up that I think is really cool, and you kind of touched on it, like what if this becomes like a add-on with Walmart Plus or
Mhm.
a gift with purchase of Walmart Plus? Like, why wouldn't you do that? Like these things can't be that expensive. Sign up for Walmart Plus. Oh, by the way, we'll come and install this for you, and boom, done. You're ready to go. That would be freaking awesome in 2021. And again, way, way cooler than delivery to the fridge by way of Mark Laurie's truck. The other thing
Yes.
that's cool around this story to me is Albertsons had a cool announcements around like automated temp controlled pickup stations last week, which I think dovetails with this too, which is again, it's just there's all these collection points that can be made in front of the store, on our porches, in key spots around our local communities that defray the last mile costs for the retailers, but also make the consumer experience better too when you start to think about it.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought up that Albertsons example. I was thinking of that too, Chris, when Emma mentioned that, she lives in an apartment building and how does this work? But you start to
Exactly.
look at the footprint of that Albertsons kiosk, 120 orders. 120
Right.
orders it can hold in those temperature controlled kiosks takes 50 seconds for people to get their groceries instead of the, minutes and tens of minutes that we're waiting for curbside pickup. And you start to think about the footprints that could fit in. That kiosk could be in a condo building on the main floor, in an apartment building. Like there's so much flexibility that we're going to see as these types of innovations in grocery continue to expand. And that's what I think is really cool about both these stories this week.
Yeah. And big news, we just got confirmation that we're going to be interviewing Chris Rupp from Albertsons, Chief Customer Officer, and hopefully we'll get
That's
to ask her
right.
about some of these types of things. And yeah, I think when you look at that world too, in terms of how it combines with micro fulfillment, also think about the tests Albertsons running. In full disclosure, they're running them with Takeoff, who's one of our sponsors, but you start to think about all the automated packing and picking that can happen. And then you start delivering to these points, which give the retailers just more flexibility and more efficient way to do it. I think it's just really good stuff. So